A very good morning to all of you. Today we'll discuss consumers' right. So, we had already discussed consumers' right before also, and now we'll proceed further. So, starting with it. Information about goods and services. When you buy any commodity, you will find certain details given on the packaging. These details are about ingredients used, price, batch number, date of manufacture, expiry and the address of the manufacturer. There are certain, look, if even you are going to buy a packet of a biscuit, so it contains certain things like your manufacturing date, your expiry date. Not your expiry date, means the whatever the brand or whatever the product you have bought, the expiry, the manufacturer, the label, its brand's name and the address where it has been manufactured. Each and every detail you can find out in that. Okay, so these details are of utmost importance first of all. Now when we buy medicines on the packets, you might find directions for proper use and information relating to side effects and risk associated with usage of that medicine. If I give a very layman example to you, we use a very common medicine, that is paracetamol. We use that medicine on a very regular basis. If even you are prone to headache, or if you are developing any kind of disease like headache or fever, so the very first medicine of choice is for everyone, is for especially Indians, is paracetamol. But you might have read that in the paracetamol packaging, in its basically that in its packaging, it has been written that if you take this paracetamol in excess, it will cause serious liver damage. So what is this? This is basically an indication for the patient or for the consumer. However, although we know that this is not like, be it the pharmaceutical companies, be it the consumers, every one of us knows that this is not basically good to consume or to take paracetamol regularly. But even then what we do is we take it on a regular basis. However, it's not good. It's not good to do this on a regular basis. Now when you buy garments, you will find information on instructions for washing. Yes, if you go to a mall, or if you go to, like, if you are taking any cloth, there is written the instruction that how can you wash it. If it is a woolen cloth, so they give the instructions separately according to the kind of the textile, or you can say kind of the cloth you are using or you are going to purchase. So why is it that rules have been made so that the manufacturer displays this information? It is because consumers have the right to be informed about the particulars of goods and services that they purchase. If I am a consumer, so I need to know that whatever product I am buying, what is its utility? How is it going to help me? Is there any side effect, or is there any adverse effect of the drug or of the product or of the of anything that I am going to consume? For example, if you are going to buy a packet of Maggi, okay, so you need to be well versed with its expiry date, especially expiry date. For example, it has been expired before 2 weeks before, and now you have consumed it. So what it is going to harm is your intestines, your stomach. You will fall ill, you can develop this food poisoning. There could be many more things to it. Okay. So, consumers can then complain and ask for compensation or replacement if the product proves to be defective in any manner. Now, for an instance, if your product that you have bought is if it is defective, or if it is it's exploited or anything, so you can ask for the compensation or the replacement of the product. For example, if you are going to, if you are taking any product, find it, we can ask for a replacement. So if the expiry period was not printed, the manufacturer would blame the shopkeeper. and will not accept the responsibility. If people sell medicines that have expired, severe action that can be taken against them. Similarly, one can protest and complain if someone sells a good at more than the printed price on the packet. Okay, so there are many more things to it. If, for example, in a packet of Parle G, if it has been written that it is of 5 rupees, okay, from the manufacturing unit itself, and if the shopkeeper is basically selling it forward on the MRP of rupees 8 or on the MRP of rupees 6, even in the MRP of rupees 6, so what is it? It is a kind of, it is basically a kind of you can say theft. You can say, you can term this word as theft also. You can coin this term by yourself, but it is not basically, it should not happen like this. Okay, so there are many more things into it. Next, if we see, in recent times the right to information has been expanded to cover various services provided by the government. If you see, recently the right to information has been expanded. Okay, this right to information is basically covering many services that are being provided by the government. Now, in October 2005, the Government of India enacted a law popularly that was RTI, Right to Information Act. What the RTI ensures is that it ensures that its citizens all the information about the function of government departments. So the effect of the RTI Act can be understood like here. It was a case, I will just read it. Amrita, an engineering graduate, after submitting all the certificates and attending the interview for a job in a government department, did not receive any news of the result. So the officials, what they did was that they also refused to comply with her queries. Okay, she therefore filed an application using the RTI Act, saying that it was her right to know the result in a reasonable time so that she could plan her future. She was not only informed about the reasons for delay in the declaration of results, but also got a call letter for appointment as she performed well in the interview. So what happened was that there was an engineering student. Okay, she was a graduate student. The issue was that she submitted her certificates. She attended the proper interview for a job call in a government department. But she did not receive any of the result, that whether she is being recruited or she is not recruited, anything like that. So what she did was that she just filed an application with the help of this RTI Act, Right to Information Act. Okay, so after this, not only she got to know the reason behind this delay, but she also got a call letter for the job, that because she had performed well in her interview. So this is the use of Right to Information, RTI Act. This is the basic, this is the basic you can say utility of RTI Act. Next, if I see here, what do we understand from that incident? Any consumer who receives a service in whatever capacity, regardless of age, gender and nature of service, has the right to choose whether to continue to receive this service or not. Look, it is up to the consumer, whatever they want to consume. If you are a consumer of shampoo, so you are not forced to basically buy the product of Pantene. It's entirely up to yourself. It's entirely your wish whether you want to opt for L'Oreal Paris shampoo, you opt for whether you want to go for Sunsilk, whether you want to go for any of the brands. So it is up to you. So you are not forced to buy any of the product. No one can force you. Okay, so this is, suppose you want to buy toothpaste and the shop owner says that she can sell the toothpaste only if you want to buy a toothbrush. So if you are not interested in buying the brush, your right to choice is denied. Similarly, sometimes gas supply dealers, you can see, they insist you, they force you to that they have to buy the stove from them when you take a new connection. Okay, so you think is it justified? No, it is not justified at all. So here you can use your power as a consumer. Okay, so next, where should consumers go to get justice? Look, consumers have the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices and exploitation. Okay, if any damage is done to a consumer, she has the right or he has the right to get the compensation regarding that, depending on the degree of damage. Okay, it depends at how much damage that has been caused. Okay, there is a need to provide an easy and effective public system by which this can be done. So in the next lecture we'll discuss about the basically parameters, or we'll discuss that where should a consumer go to get a justice. I hope this much is understood to you. Thank you, class.